Hello everyone, my name is Isaiah and in this presentation I will be discussing a learning strategy called SQ3R. SQ3R is a structured reading strategy that helps students actively engage with their material rather than just reading it. I chose this strategy because reading in large amounts of material can be difficult, and this method provides steps that help improve comprehension and memory. Strategy definition. What is SQ3R? SQ3R stands for Survey, Question, Read, Recite, and Review. It is a structured reading strategy designed to help students understand and remember their material more effectively. Instead of just simply reading a chapter back from front to end, students follow these steps that encourage active engagement with their text. According to research discussed by Stephen Van Blerkorn, structured reading help students organize information and improve comprehension because they actively interact with the material rather than just reading it. My research support in this research support the effectiveness of structured reading strategies like SQ3R according to Van Blerkom. Study strategies that promote active engagement help students process information more deeply. When students ask questions, summarize information, and review material, they are more likely to remember what they read. This happens mainly because the brain is actively working on information instead of just passively receiving it. As a result, students tend to understand the concepts better and retain information much longer. How I apply this strategy. I applied the SQ3R strategy while reading the chapter of our coursework. Well, what I first did was survey the chapter by looking at the headings and subheadings just to get an understanding of what the overview is and the content. After that, I turn those headings into questions so that way I know what I should be looking for while I'm reading it. After I'm done reading it carefully, I start to focus on answering the questions I created. And after reading it, I recite the main ideas in my own words, which helped much better since I'm reinforcing the information. Finally, I reviewed my notes just to make sure that I understood each concept and each key detail. After using the SQ3R strategy, I noticed several improvements in my learning. First, I had better understanding of the chapter because I was actively thinking about the material while reading it. Secondly, it helped me stay focused since each step required me to interact with the text rather than just reading it passively. Finally, I found that I could remember key concepts more easily when studying later because I already had practice recalling the information during the recitation step. In the future, I will I'm most likely going to be using this method in multiple courses that involve a lot of reading. For example, currently in my education class, my psychology class, and my other social science classes. I would also like to adapt this strategy by combining with structured note taking, which can further improve my organization and comprehension. Another adjustment that would be breaking longer readings into smaller sections to avoid any type of heavy duty fatigue. Overall, SQ3R is a flexible strategy that can benefit many students because it turns reading into active learning process rather than just a passive one.